Okay, Hare Krishna. So yesterday we discussed this beautiful shloka from Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra, shloka number 0, or the very first shloka, which describes the beautiful lotus face of Krishna, the face, the smile, everything. Sri Krishna Mukaravinda. So in the section of Sri Krishna Rupa Madhuri, there is Sri Krishna's Rupa Madhuri, there is Leela Madhuri, Nama Madhuri, and so on. Guna Madhuri. In the Rupa Madhuri section, or basically this section, Rupa Madhuri section, describes about Krishna's beauty, overall beauty. His feet, lotus feet, his legs, his chest, his navel, his arms, his face, his teeth, his eyes, his nose, his ears, his hair, everything. Everything about Krishna is the beautiful description of the form of Krishna comes in Rupa Madhuri. And the glories of different Leelas performed by Krishna comes in Leela Madhuri. And the glories of different qualities of Krishna. Krishna's qualities are basically classified into 64, primarily 64 qualities. But Krishna's qualities are unlimited. Gunarnava. Arnava is ocean, Guna is quality. Sri Krishna's qualities are unlimited. But to make it simple, to make it easy to understand for everybody, Acharyas have given a list of 64 qualities. So the glorification of the qualities of Krishna comes in Guna Madhuri. So we have Rupa Madhuri, Leela Madhuri, Guna Madhuri, and the glories of different names of Krishna that is described in Nama Madhuri. So in the Rupa Madhuri section, we discussed the glories of Krishna's lotus feet last week, and yesterday we discussed the beautiful face of Krishna, his face, beautiful eyes, beautiful teeth. So all these things help us to meditate on Krishna, to fix our mind on Krishna, to remember Krishna's lotus feet, lotus face, his smile, everything. Vande Mukundam-aravinda-dalayataaksham Kundendu Shankadashanam Shishugopavesham Indradi-deva-gana-vandita-padapitam Vrindavanālayamaham Vasudeva-sunum. Vande Mukundam, Vande Aham, or Aham Vande. I offer my obeisances to Mukunda, who has Aravinda Dalayataaksham, lotus petal-like eyes, and his teeth, Kundendu Shanka Dashanam. Dashanam is teeth. Our his teeth, Kundendu Shanka. The color is as white as the jasmine or the moon. The color is as white, as sparkling as the moon. And the size of the teeth are as little as jasmine buds. And the shape of his teeth are like conch shell, tiny conch shells. Kundendu Shanka Dashanam. And all this is a description of Gopala Krishna. Gopala Krishna, or Krishna, who is in the avatar, who is in the attire of a cowherd boy. Shishugopa Vesham. Shishugopa Vesham. And he is not just an ordinary cowherd boy. He is that supreme personality of Godhead who is in the form of a cowherd boy, who is worshipped by all the devatas, Indra, Varuna, Vayu, Agni, Indradi-deva ganavan dhitapadapītam Vrindavanālayamaham Vasudeva Sunum. So the Acharyas have given description of Krishna's beauty in many shlokas in several scriptures. So there is one beautiful shloka that describes about Krishna's beauty. Let me show you that shloka. This is a shloka from Chaitanya Chandramrita. You might have heard about Chaitanya Charitamrita, right? In Gaudiya Vaishnava, we have 3 books which are prominent, which are very important. Bhagavad Gita, then Srimad Bhagavatam, then Chaitanya Charitamrita. So, Chaitanya Charitamrita talks about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Similarly, we have another scripture called Chaitanya Chandramrita. It talks about Radha Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Balaram, Nityananda Prabhu, and so on. So, in Chaitanya Chandramrita, there is a beautiful shloka that describes Krishna's Rupa Madhuri. In fact, it describes Krishna's internal beauty and external beauty. Saundarye kamakoti sakala jana samahladhane chandrakotir vatsalye matrukotis tridasha vitapinam kotiraudharya sare gambhiryem bodhikotir Madhurimani Sudakshiramadvivikakotir Gauro Deva Sajayat Pranayarasapade Darshitascharya-koti. Okay, Ankita, can you read the translation?
Yes, Prabhuji. Lord Krishna is lovelier than millions of cupids. He is mellower than millions of moons, dearer than millions of mothers, kinder than millions of wish-fulfilling trees, deeper than millions of oceans, and sweeter than millions of nectarian drinks. All glories to the Supreme Lord, who displays millions of amazing sentiments of Madhurya Bhakti, the most exalted mellow of pure love of Godhead.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
So there are so many kotis in this shloka. Saundarye Kama Koti. So Kama is the name of Cupid, Kamadev. Saundarye Kama Koti. Krishna's beauty is equivalent to the beauty of 1 crore cupids combined together. Kamadev himself is very beautiful. Everyone in the material world is attracted to him. But Krishna's beauty is much more than the beauty of Kamadev. A rough estimation is Kama Koti, equivalent to the beauty of Kama Koti. Saundarye Kama Koti. And Krishna's beauty, it pleases everyone. It satisfies everyone. Simply looking at the beautiful form of Krishna, it gives so much satisfaction. When you take darshan of deity, the beautiful Shama Sundara deity of Krishna in the temple, you feel very satisfied. Sakala jana samahladhane chandrakoti. Sakala jana means all the people. Samahladane. Ahlada means pleasing. It gives satisfaction. Sakala jana samahladane. Krishna's beauty gives satisfaction. It pleases all the living entities, Sakala Jana. And it is as pleasing as Chandrakanti. How many Chandras, how many moons? Not just one. Millions of moons. Koti Chandra. Koti Chandra Sushitalam. It's as cooling, as pleasing as Chandra Koti. Sakala Jana Samahladhane Chandra Kotir. Now this is all about his external beauty. Now the next few lines talk about the internal beauty of Krishna. Vatsalye matrukotis. Krishna's Vatsalya, love and affection, is more sweeter than millions of mothers put together. The love of millions of mothers put together, Krishna's beauty, Krishna's love and affection, the Vatsalya, Bhakta Vatsalyata, is much more beautiful than Matrukoti. Vatsalye Matrukotis Tridasha Vitapinam Koti Raudharya Sare. And Krishna's compassion, the Karuna, Daya, is Audharya, is deeper than the millions of oceans. Is deeper than the millions of oceans. Tridasha Vitapinam Koti Raudharya Sare Gambhiryem Bodhikotir. And is Gambhiryata. Gambhiryata means when
majestic.
Not majesty.
Composed, calm and composed nature.
Yeah, calm and composed. Basically, his is Gambhiryata. This describes the quality. It represents a quality of a teacher. A teacher, when he has to give instructions, when he has to discipline the students or disciples, he has to maintain certain amount of Gambhiryata.
Gravity.
Gravity, perfect. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Gravity. So if he is, just cracking jokes all the time, he's making a lot of fun, then students may not take it seriously. So the fun is needed, but when it comes to giving instructions and disciplining, certain level of gravity, Gambhiryata, is needed. Gambhiryem bodhikotir Madhurimani Sudha Kshiramādhavikakotir. So Krishna displayed mellows of Madhurya Bhakti. That is, Krishna displayed millions of amazing sentiments of Madhurya Bhakti with gopis, Radharani especially. And that itself like another ocean, Sudha Kshira, a nectarian ocean. Gauro Deva Sajiyat Pranaya Rasapade Darshitascharya Koti. So with all these qualities combined, his internal beauty and external beauty, so Krishna astonishes millions of people. Darshitascharya Koti. Krishna Krishna attracts everyone. Trijagan manasakarshi. He astonishes everyone. He attracts everyone. And that's our goal. And that's the theme of the shlokas Kulashekara Alvar has been describing. How to fix our mind on the lotus feet of Krishna. And again, as I mentioned yesterday, when we say lotus feet, it's not just about lotus feet. It's about his lotus face, smile, everything. Okay? So with that, let's move on to the next shloka. So we discussed. So far, how many shlokas did we discuss from Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra?
7. No, 8.
8? Yeah. Yes. 6 shlokas. So 6, starting from 1 to 6, and then a connected verse. We jumped on to 33rd shloka. Krishnatva pada pankaja panjarantam. We discussed that shloka. Do you all remember that?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So.
And then 0. So total 8.
And then 0.
6.
Yeah, total 8 shlokas we discussed so far. Okay. So today, shloka number 7. Or shloka number 9, whatever you can call it. So, this is the shloka. Cintayāmi harimeva santatam manda-hāsa-muditānanāmbujam nanda-gopa-tanayam parāt param nāradādi-muni-vr nda-vanditam. Okay, Chandrakala, can you read the translation?
Yes, Prabhuji. I always think of Lord Hari, whose joyful lotus face bears a gentle smile. Although he is the son of the cowherd Nanda, he is also the supreme absolute truth worshipped by great sages like Narada.
Yeah. Okay. So now this shloka is connected to the shloka 0 that we discussed yesterday. How here Kulashekara Alvar is describing about the beautiful smile on his face. Beautiful smile on his face. Manda-hāsa. The word for smile here is manda-hāsa. Manda-hāsa-muditānanāmbujam. Cintayāmi means let me always think. Not let me think. Okay? Not always. Satatam is always. But cintayāmi means let me think.
It's not remembering, Prabhuji?
Think, remember, both. Yeah. Smarana, basically. So, cintayāmi, when we hear this word, right? In Annamacharya Kirtans, there is a beautiful Kirtan. Bhavayami gopala balam manasevidam tarpadam cintayeyam sada. Bhavayami gopala balam. These are all Sanskrit words. Bhavayami, gopala balam. So let me always, bhavayami, cintayami, these are all same. Bhavayami means let me always meditate or let me think about that Gopala Bala, Sri Krishna. So cintayami, let me think. Think of who? Hari. Eva, only. Satatam, always. And then there is some description about that Hari. manda-hāsa-muditānanāmbujam. Ambujam means lotus. Ananam is face. Ananambujam means lotus like face. Mudita means having or bearing. Krishna is having beautiful smile, manda-hāsa, on his Ananambujam. Manda-hāsa-muditānanāmbujam. Nanda-gopa-tanayam parāt param. Nanda-gopa-tanayam. He is the son of Nanda Maharaj. He is son of a Gopa boy, or we can say Gopa. We can call Nanda Maharaj also a boy. Okay, he's a son of a Gopa boy called Nanda Maharaj. Nanda-gopa-tanayam parāt param. Nanda-gopa-tanayam parāt param. Nāradādi-muni-vr nda-vanditam. And all the sages, all the devotees like Narada, etc., they are all offering obeisances to this Gopala, the son of cowherd Nanda. Okay, so I'll recite one line and then you can repeat after me. I will recite two lines actually. Cintayāmi harimeva santatam manda-hāsa-muditānanāmbujam.
Cintayāmi harim eva santatam manda-hāsa-muditānanāmbujam.
Nanda-gopa-tanayam parāt param. Nāradādi-muni-vr nda-vanditam.
Nanda-gopa-tanayam parāt param. Nāradādi-muni-vr nda-vanditam.
So, in the shlokas until now, until shloka number 6, so Diviva, Bhuviva, Mamastu Vaso, this shloka, Kulshekar Alvar said, Charanau te maranepi cintayāmi. Let me always remember Krishna at the time of death. Okay? So, and we discussed several times how Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita that whoever remembers Krishna at the time of death, they will go back to Krishna. And if we don't remember Krishna, but we remember something else at the time of death, we will become something of that state. If we remember our work at Microsoft or Amazon, or software work, we might be born as a human being again, but we'll end up working in the software industry. So there is a nice joke about this, right? There was a man who has 3 sons. He named 3 sons as Krishna, Rama, and Govinda. 3 sons. One son's name is Krishna. Second son is Rama. Third son is Govinda. So he was very inspired by Ajamila. If you know Ajamila's story from Bhagavatam, Ajamila, in the beginning, he was a great devotee. He was a Brahmana. He was a nice, pious person. But later on, he got attracted to, material sense gratification. And then he fell down. His consciousness fell down. But he named his son as Narayana. So at the time of death, he just called for his son. Hey Narayana, come here. He did not mean to call Narayana, God, Supreme God Narayana, he just called his son Narayana. So then both Vishnudutas and Yamadutas both came at the same time to take Ajamila. And there was some argument, some debate between Vishnudutas and Yamadutas. So Yamadutas say, we are entitled to take this sinful personality to hellish planets. He has committed so many sins. So he is eligible to be taken to hellish planets. That's why our master Yamaraj sent us to take him to hellish planets. And then Vishnudutas say, no. He is entitled to be taken to Vaikuntha because he has uttered the name of Vishnu, Narayana, at the time of death. Then Yamadutas say, no, he did not mean to call Krishna's, he did not mean to call Vishnu's name. He was just calling for his son. Vishnudutas say, it doesn't matter. The name is so powerful. The name is not different from Vishnu. Narayana, the name is not different from Narayana himself. And then there was some debate and argument between them. And then Vishnudutas will win. And Ajamila, he was given an opportunity in the next life also to take human birth, and he practices bhakti from very beginning, and then he achieves perfection. He'll be very cautious in the next life not to fall like how he did a mistake in the previous lifetime. And then after that he went back to Vaikuntha. So this person in the joke that I was telling, he got inspired by Ajamila. He thought Ajamila named his son as Narayana, but all of his life he did masti. So he enjoyed his life. He did a lot of sense gratification. Eat, drink, merry. Eat, drink, sleep, and be merry. So I can also do that. I can have a nice material life. I can enjoy my material life nicely. And then at the time of death, I'll just try to remember Krishna. And I think that should be sufficient to go back to Krishna, to go back to Vaikuntha. So he was thinking like that, and he named these three people, the three sons, Krishna, Rama, and Govinda. Then he became very old, and then he was on the deathbed. So he wanted to explain few things to his sons before he leaves. So he calls, it was almost like last few minutes. He knows, right? The jiva knows. Before they die, they know that their time is coming and they are about to leave their body. So he calls for the elder son, Krishna, and then he calls his second son, Rama, and then he calls for his third son, Govinda. All three will come. They are in some other room, and then the father is in the bedroom on the deathbed. And as soon as he realized that he's going through his last few minutes or maybe few seconds, he calls these three sons, Krishna, Rama, and Govinda. Three of them come to this room. And then looking at all three sons coming near him, he asks, hey, if all three of you are here, who is taking care of the business in the shop? You fools, you go and take care of the business. And then he dies. And then what happens? In the next life, he is born as something in the business, in the shop. Either a cockroach or maybe another human being who will be working in the business, in the shop. or maybe a business owner again. So this story or this joke, tells us that whatever we practice during our entire life, that's what we will remember at the time of death. Simply naming our children with some spiritual names, that will not help. That is also needed. That also.
Yeah, Prabhuji, nowadays, even if they name Narayana, they'll call Nanu. They won't call us.
Yeah. They have beautiful names like Krishnamurti, but they call him as Chris.
Kicha, something. I know many people, they call like that, Kicha, all the stuff.
Nice name like Annapurna, they call Anna. So they don't understand the value of these names. So these names remind us to remember Krishna all the time. So here Kulshekara Alvar in this shloka, in 6th shloka, he was telling Charanaute maranepi cintayāmi. Let me remember Krishna at the time of death. Now, in order to practice remembering Krishna throughout our life, so that we can remember Krishna at the time of death, we need some motivation, some inspiration. There has to be some sales pitch, right? A good salesperson always comes up with a nice sales pitch, a nice presentation deck, slides, listing out the pros and cons of using the product, of not using the product. So what are the two key aspects that a salesperson should be presenting in his sales pitch? Can anybody tell? What are the two important aspects?
Why we need to buy that one?
Why we need to buy that product, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And the second thing, that's very good. That's the first thing. Second thing?
The problem statement, what they are facing issues when they don't have that.
No, problem statement was already discussed, described, and presenting a solution. He's presenting a product as a solution.
Correct. And why they have to immediately buy it? Why now itself they have to buy it?
The urgency of it. Okay, that's also a beautiful point. Okay. Yeah, very good. That's also Kulshekara Alvar says in one of the shlokas. Alasyam vyapaneeya bhakti sulabham dhyayasva narayanam lokasya vyasanapano danakaro dasasya kim nakshamaha. So this is the shloka, 10th shloka. Alasyam vyapaneeya bhakti sulabham. Alasyam means without any delay, without any hesitation, without any delay, start meditating on Narayana immediately. Okay, very good. That's another important point. The urgency of buying that product. Okay, next. Anything else?
Additional benefits associated with it.
Additional benefits associated with it. Okay. I mean, if you give the highest benefit if you describe the highest benefit in one line, that includes all other side effects or side benefits also. The byproducts, there will be so many other side benefits.
Like
they're all a subset of the main.
But like for some people, material world is very important. So if you just tell them, okay, when you die, if you remember, you will get a good day. Post life, I don't want today. What is there I'm getting is what I realize. So like other benefits, I am trying to say that way.
Okay, Neela, do you want to give it a try?
Why they cannot live without that product? The necessity of it, maybe, and also
that's same as urgency.
And also how the product can satisfy all their needs.
Okay. That is there in the benefit. What is the advantage of buying that product? That's the first key aspect.
Sure.
Yeah. What
The
else?
process of how to get the product.
No, he himself brought the product to the home. He's giving a presentation right in front of the client at his home. He has brought the product also. So
How others are benefited because of this?
how others are benefited? Okay.
Pricing has to be very low.
Testimonials, right? How others are benefited. Testimonials. Very good. Like how Kulshekar Alvar is saying, nāradādi-muni-vr nda-vanditam. Even great sages like Narada and other sages, they also have meditated on Krishna. Okay, very good. What else?
It should be very less pricey and very easily available.
Easily available. Yeah, that's also Kulshekar Alvar mentioned in 10th Sloka. Bhakti Sulabham. This process of bhakti is very easily available. Okay, very good. It should be easily available. Alasyam and Sulabham. Don't make any delay. It's very easy. Yeah.
Low price.
Low price. Okay. Chandrakala, you want to try?
No, Prabhuji, I'm not getting him.
Okay. So one of the key aspects a salesman will present in his sales page is that what are the defects of the other product from a competitor? What are the setbacks or limitations of the product provided by competitor or another vendor? So while presenting the salient features or benefits of his own product that he is selling, he should also present the defects or limitations of the competitor's product. So both are needed. Only then the client or customer will be inspired to buy this product. Because the client is already using some product, right? For example, dishwashing liquid. The client is already using some dishwashing liquid. Now this salesman, a good salesman, a best salesman should have the skill to educate the client about the speciality of his own product and what are the setbacks or limitations of the competitor's product which the client is already using it. So now if we apply this sales pitch to the sales pitch of Kulshekar Alvar. Now Kulshekar Alvar, he is eternally a pure devotee of Krishna. He is a incarnation of Kaustubha Mani of Vishnu. Now he doesn't need all these prayers. He is saying all these prayers on our behalf, for our welfare. So when we read these prayers, when we learn these shlokas, when we meditate and understand the meaning of these shlokas, we know what to pray to Krishna, what to ask for. So he's a good salesman. He's the best salesman. He's selling Krishna Bhakti to all of us. So how he's selling? He's selling by giving two things. One is, what is the highest benefit of getting Krishna Prema? What's the highest benefit of meditating on Krishna and getting Krishna Prema? Parāt, param. In this shloka, that word is used, right? Parāt, param. Nanda-gopa-tanayam, parāt, param. So while giving this highest benefit, Kulshekar Alvar in the next few shlokas, he will also present how miserable it is to live in the material world. So the product that he is selling is spiritual world. But where are we? We are in the material world. So in the next few shlokas, he will describe how difficult, how miserable it is to live in the material world, how much we are suffering. So those things he will explain. Okay, but before that, he is inspiring us to get attracted to meditating on Krishna, Krishna's lotus feet, face, his smile, his eyes, everything. So cintayāmi harimeva santatam manda-hāsa-muditānanāmbujam nanda-gopa-tanayam parāt param nāradādi-muni-vr vanditam. Now the smile of Krishna, it is described as manda-hāsa. What is manda-hāsa? Manda-hāsa, hāsa is smile. Manda-hāsa is a gentle smile. A gentle smile. You're smiling, but you don't appear like you don't appear like you're smiling. Just like sidelong glance that we discussed yesterday, right? What's the word for sidelong glance? Do you remember? We discussed yesterday.
No German Sanskrit word for this.
No. Yeah, even I forgot. We discussed not there in Sloka 0, right? Not there in
No,
Sloka 0.
no, Nanda-gopa-ashtakam in that.
Correct. Nanda-Nandana-ashtakam.
Nanda-ashtakam,
Yeah,
sorry.
Nanda-Nandana-ashtakam. Yeah. So what's the
But I
word
forgot
there?
the word. The word I'm not getting, but I remember that is there.
Yeah,
When you were telling about it, I was also thinking about the dance performance in the temple on the Radha Ashtami, how they were having that side glance on the dance.
yeah. I missed that dance actually.
Yeah, you missed it probably, so I know. But yeah, that day I was seeing that. So that when you were teaching on the class, I remembered that.
Okay.
I think seventh Prabhuji, no?
Seventh one.
Sixth Uroviraji, right? No.
Uro
Kaustubham.
Viraji Kaustubham. No, not that one.
Vilasanga.
Not here. We discussed some other shloka, I think. Is it from Madhurashtakam?
No, Prabhuji, we did discuss this only this one, not Madhurashtakam.
Okay. Side
I
lamp.
too think it is somewhere else, probably not in this.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because when I'm searching here, glance, it doesn't show anything. Whose face is extremely delightful? Yes, hang. Okay. So I think I just let me look at this shloka. वन्दे मुकुन्दमरविन्ददलायताक्षम् Kundendu Shankadashanam Shishu Gopavesham. No, that word is not here. Maybe when we were describing the eyes, Aravinda Dalayataksham, I think during that time I just mentioned about sidelong glance.
Some other sloka you read, I think, Prabhuji, and then you told that.
Okay, yeah, I'm trying to remember that. Anyways, okay, we'll get back to that later. So, sidelong glance, just like sidelong glance.
Prabhuji, sorry, is it Kataksha?
Kataksha, no. Kataksha is Krupa, Karuna. It's a glance with Karuna.
Prabhuji, you told gopis talk to each other like.
Correct. Yes, yeah, very good.
Because you said side glance, I remember Jagannath Ashtakam. In one of the verses of that, he said when Lord Jagannath, he out of his corner of his eyes, he bestows glances. So I just went to Jagannath Ashtakam. In the second verse, Dukulam Netrante Sahachara Kataksha Vidade.
So Kataksha is for us, like for glancing and blessing. I think that was about one gopi was telling to other gopi. I think that's long.
Yes, Mataji, yeah.
Different word altogether.
Correct. I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Gopi was telling not to see Krishna who will glance like this. There was a from Charitamrita only, I think, Prabhuji, from some other shloka.
No. Rupa Goswami from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu.
Yeah, correct. From that.
Yeah. So, Vistirna Drishtim. The word used by gopis there is Vistirna Drishtim. Vistirna Drishtim means sidelong glance. So, one gopi tells other gopi that if you want to have nice time with your family, crack jokes, have good time with your friends and family, don't go to the banks of Yamuna and don't look at this boy who is standing there, who is giving a sidelong glance. Vistirna Drishtim. So sidelong glance is also like this manda-hāsa. He's seeing, but he's not seeing. Manda-hāsa is also, he's smiling, but he's not smiling. It's a beautiful smile. It's a beautiful glance. Okay? So there's more beauty in sidelong glance than the full glance. There's more beauty in manda-hāsa than full smile. So,
and that paroksha also, right? That instead of directly telling, indirectly speaking.
Parokshavada. Parokshavadam mama priyam. So if we say anything indirectly, Krishna will like that. Then we say things directly to him. So parokshavadam mama priyam. So this manda-hāsa, beautiful smile, that gentle smile, even on the battlefield of Kurukshetra also. Krishna, when Arjuna asked Krishna that, "Oh Krishna, please take the chariot in the middle of both armies. I want to see who and all have come here to fight." Arjuna knows who and all came there. All the Kauravas came, but he wants to see. He wants to see directly. Seeing is believing. He wants to see who and all came there. Senayor madhye radham stapayamechyuta yavadetan niriksheham yoddukaman avastitah. Senayor ubhayor madhye radham stapayamechyuta. O Achyuta, please take my chariot in the middle of both armies. As soon as Arjuna said this, Krishna smiled gently. Because he knows what's going to happen next. As soon as Arjuna looks at all the Kauravas, Arjuna will feel helpless. He'll be overwhelmed. He'll feel helpless. He will not be able to fight. Krishna, knowing this, what's going to happen soon? He gave a beautiful smile. Manda-hāsa. Manda-hāsa.
That day, that performance, they had done the full Gita. They had done very nice. Whatever you're telling, they had done that on the stage, Prabhuji. Same expressions.
Okay, yeah, I need to watch that video.
Yeah, it was extremely good. Whole Gita they depicted they danced so much. Whole of Bharatnatyam, it was very beautiful, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Everybody should see actually if we have the video.
Okay, yeah. I'll share the link also in the group. So this manda-hāsa, Krishna's smile can, in all the temples, when you look at the deity, the smile is the one which attracts the most. You can look at Krishna's lotus eyes, his face, his lotus feet, his different limbs, the different decoration, different ornaments, everything. But smile is the one which attracts the most. And I can tell personally that I'm so connected to the beautiful smile of Radha Neelamada here in our temple in Samamish. And that also, see, generally people when they take darshan, right, they stand right in front of Krishna's deity and take darshan. But for me, there is a special place from where I take darshan. I stand few feet on the left side of the deity, like about 5 to 6 feet on the left side of the deity. And when I look at the deity from that angle, from the side angle, instead of straight angle, when I look at the deity from the side angle, the smile is so beautiful. His smile,
Near
eyes.
to Prabhupada, Prabhuji? Near to Prabhupada deity or?
No, not so far. I stand right in front of the altar. I stand like right in front of the altar. I hold that frame on the altar, and so you have right next to Krishna, Radha Krishna, there is Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
And then there is a small pillar, and then you have Gauranitai, Krishna.
Gauranitai. Yes.
So I stand somewhere in between Gauranitai and Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra.
Nice, Prabhuji. We'll try that. We'll try that position.
Next time you can try that. So it's so beautiful. The smile will be so beautiful when you look from that side angle. Because that manda-hāsa, you can manda-hāsa or that vistirna drishti, the sidelong glance, you can only appreciate it when you see from the side angle. Because sidelong glance, how can you relish it when you are looking from the straight view of the deity? It has to be relished from the side view. I mean, Radha Neelamada, he is not giving a sidelong glance, but the smile, when you look from the side angle, it's so beautiful. And sometimes when the pujaris dress up Krishna, they put the flute, right? They dress up Krishna, and then all the different ornaments, garlands, everything. And then they put the flute. The flute, they put with a glue, small glue. It's a removable glue stick. So they put on a small glue stick on one hand, on the left hand and right hand both, and then attach that flute onto the glue stick. But sometimes what happens is, so Krishna is holding flute like this. So the glue stick on this hand, because of some hot temperature or whatever reason, it comes off. and then the flute goes up like this, covering Krishna's lips and his smile. Now when I go take darshan in that situation, I cannot relish, because I cannot see his smile. Then I immediately tell the pujari, can you please fix the flute? Then I stand there, I take darshan. So try it next time when you come to the temple, you try it out. You try taking darshan from the straight view and then go to the left side, sometimes to the right side also, but more than the right side, the manda-hāsa from the left side is so beautiful. So manda-hāsa. Cintayāmi harimeva santatam manda-hāsa-muditānanāmbujam nanda-gopa-tanayam parāt param nāradādi-muni-vr vanditam. So many saintly people like Narada Muni, Indra, Varuna, Vayu, they all offered prayers. They all worshipped, they all meditated on Krishna. So this is like testimonial, right? How others got benefited. As Sri Vidya said, when the salesman is selling the product, he has to give some testimonials, how others got benefited out of it. Nāradādi-muni-vr nda-vanditam. Okay, and then the next one will. It's only 9:40. I think we can discuss this also. Kara-caran a-saroje kāntiman-netra-mīne śrama-mus bhuja-vīci-vyākule gādha-mārge harisarasi vigāhya pīyate-jo jalaugam bhavamaruparikinnaha kleshamadhyatyajami. Okay. Somebody, Sri Vidya, can you read the translation?
Okay, Prabhuji. The desert of material existence has exhausted me, but today I will cast aside all troubles by diving into the lake of Lord Hari and drinking freely of the abundant water of his splendor. The lotuses in that lake are his hands and feet, and the fish are his brilliant shining eyes. The lake's water relieves all fatigue and is agitated by the waves his arms create. Its current flows deep beyond fathoming. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Okay, so beautiful description. Now this is also part of the first key aspect of the sales pitch. Like, what are the benefits of this product? So how beautiful it is, how beneficial it is. So Kulshekara Alvar is describing Krishna's beauty with that of a lake, and in that lake there are different lotuses. The lotuses are his hands, feet, and his shining eyes. These are all lotuses, and the waves are his arms. Now when he is Kulshekara Alvar, when he is going to talk about the second key aspect of his presentation, the sales pitch presentation, he has to give a contrast, right? He has to tell about the defects of the other product. Now what is the other product? The other product is material world. Now he will give a similar description of the material world. Instead of lake, he will use a description of an ocean. And instead of lotuses, he will describe about different wild animals in the ocean, like sharks, whales, alligators, all those things. So it's a complete contrast. Salesman, when you see the sales pitch, right, they'll have a tabular format. They'll put a table, my product, their product. They say, my product and their product. In my product, they will describe all the greatest benefits of using their product. And in the second column of the table, they will describe the disadvantages of their product, the competitor's product. So Kulshekhara Alvar does this so expertly. He uses lake here and ocean there, and lotuses here, and different wild animals in the ocean to describe the material world. So let's recite this shloka and we can discuss. Kara-caran a-saroje kāntiman-netra-mīne śrama-mus bhuja-vīci-vyākule gādha-mārge.
Kara-caran a-saroje
kāntiman-netra-mīne śrama-mus bhuja-vīci-vyākule gādha-mārge.
Harisarasi vigahya piyate jojalaugam bhavamaru parikinnaha kleshamadhyatyajami.
Harisarasi
vigahya piyate jojalaugam bhavamaru parikinnaha kleshamadhyatyajami.
Yeah. So, kara-carana saroja. Saroja is lotus. Kara and charana. Kara are the hands or arms. Charana are the feet. So his hands and feet are like lotus. Kara-carana saroje. And what about his eyes? Kāntiman-netra-mīne. Now look at this beautiful description Kulshekhara Alvar is giving. He has to describe about Krishna's beauty, and he has to relate that description with the entities in the lake, like lotus, fish. So in the other shloka, in the shloka number 0, he compared Krishna's eyes with lotus petals. Aravinda dalayataaksham. And here he is saying netra-mīne. Why? Because he is talking about a lake. And in the lake, there is lotus. The lotus he is already using to describe his hands and feet. Now he is using a fish to compare his eyes. Netra-mīne. Because this is also a beautiful description, right? Lotus is one beautiful description to describe about eyes. And whoever has beautiful eyes, they often compare, the poets often compare with fish. Meenakshi. The other day Sri Vidya mentioned about Meenakshi, right? One who has eyes like fish, Meena. Kāntiman-netra-mīne. And we discussed about fish during our meditation on the lotus feet last week, the 19 symbols on the lotus feet of Krishna. The very first one is fish, proshtikam, which is at the bottommost of Krishna's left foot, Savyapada. Kara-caran a-saroje kāntiman-netra-mīne śrama-mus bhuja-vīci-vyākule gādha-mārge. śrama-mushi bhuja-vīci-vyākule gādha-mārge. So let's look at the word for word meaning of it. 1 second. Let me bring it up. Okay, so this is the one. Kara is hands, charana feet, saroja lotuses, kāntiman shining, netra eyes, mīne whose fish, śrama exhaustion, mushi robbing, bhuja of arms, vīci by waves, vyākule agitated, agādha fathomless, mārge whose movement, Hari, O Lord Hari, Sarasi in the lake, Vigaya by diving, Apiya drinking fully, Teja of his splendor, Jala of water, Ogam the flood, Bhava of material existence, Maru in the desert, Parikinnaha worn out, Klesham distress, Adya today, Tyajami I will abandon. Adya. Where did you hear this word Adya in the shlokas that we learned so far? In which shloka did we discuss about Adya?
No, I was thinking Ardha Chandra, but that's not it.
Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra pranipatyayache. Adhikara. Okay. Adya.
Mukunda-Mālā only, Prabhu?
Mukunda-Mālā only. Yeah. Adyaiva me vishatu manasa rajahamsa. Shloka number 33. Okay. Krishnatva-dhiya pada-pankaja panjarantam. Adyaiva me vishatu manasa rajahamsa. Prana-prayana samaye kapavata-pittai. Kantavarodhana-vidau smaranam kutaste. Where is this?
Cintayāmi harim santatam.
Krishnatva-dhiya. Where did it go? Yeah, this one. Adyaiva me, second line. Adyaiva me vishatu manasa rajahamsaha. Adya means right now, immediately, in this present moment. At this moment. If you look at the translation, O Lord Krishna, at this moment, let the royal swan of my mind enter the tangled stems of the lotus of your feet. So basically this shloka, Kulshekara Alvar, 33 shloka, Kulshekara Alvar says, I know that I have to remember you, Krishna, but at the time of death, when kapha, vata, pitta choke my throat, I may not be able to remember in the difficult situation of the great pain, when I'm going through the great pain at the time of death, I may not be able to remember you. That's why when I'm in good health now, let me leave this body so that I can remember you. At this moment, adya means at this moment. So here, this one, here also, klesha madhya tyajami. Klesha madhya tyajami. Now, where is this adhya description used here? The desert of material existence has exhausted me, but today, adhya means today. But today, that means right now, without any delay, alasyam vyapaniya bhakti sulabham dhyayasva narayanam. As Sri Vidya was telling, right? The urgency of buying the product. The salesman in the sales pitch, he has to talk about the urgency of buying the product. So in India, we see all the parents, they say that, if you tell them that I'm attending Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra class every day, they will laugh at you. They will say, what are you doing? You just go and watch some, TV serial or something. So when you are retired, then you can nicely do bhakti. After 60, after 70, you can do bhakti. But what's the guarantee that we will live that long? There was a person who died in Silicon Valley, Microsoft office, at the age of 35. And there was this cardiologist in Chennai who was attacked by cardiac arrest while he was walking around in his own hospital. He was going for rounds. He was in the morning, all the doctors, they go around to see the patients, right? So he was going for rounds, and while he was walking, he got a heart attack. Very young, below 40. So there's no guarantee that we will live until 60, 70 or 80 years of age. That's why without any delay, without any hesitation, alasyam vyapaniya bhakti sulabham dhyayasva narayanam adhyaiva me vishatu manasa rajahamsa. So here the word adhya is klesha madhya tyajami. Okay, I see Shamala just joined. Hare Krishna. Shamala, how are you?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Krishna, welcome back.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
You came back today?
Yesterday, Prabhuji.
Yesterday, okay. Might be going through some jet lag.
So much, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Because of tiredness.
So, Shiva also came back yesterday or day before, Shiva?
Oh, sorry, day before yesterday.
Day before. So, whoever is going through jet lag, the best technique to get over jet lag is, there is a mudra called Akasha Mudra.
Okay.
Okay. You search on YouTube how to do that. Akasha Mudra. Then that will help you to a great extent to get over jet lag.
Sure, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Yeah. You do Akasha Mudra and then go for a walk in sunlight in the morning or evening, whenever there is sun. Go for a walk. But Akasha Mudra will definitely help.
Sure, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So you do Akasha Mudra while meditating on Akasham symbol on the lotus feet of Krishna.
Sure, Prabhuji.
What's the Sanskrit word for this Akasham in that shloka? Chandrartam kalasham trikona dhanushi.
I think come.
Come.
Come. Come is the word.
Kam goshpadam.
Kam goshpadam prostikam. Yeah. So now coming back to this shloka, right? It's already 10 o'clock. Yeah, we will end in 1 or 2 minutes. I think Kulshekar Alvar is very fond of lotuses, lakes, oceans. So much description about lotuses.
He's from Kerala, Prabhuji. It's very fertile. So
Oh, yeah. And by the way, yesterday, Radhashtami day, on Sunday and Monday, both days in the temple, all the deities were decorated with lotus garlands. This is the first time I saw. Usually they put lotuses in between. You saw, right, Ankita? Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Usually they put one or two lotuses in the middle or on the sides. But this time, the entire garland is made up of lotus. All the garlands. So, kara-caran a-saroje kāntiman-netra-mīne, śrama-mus bhuja-vīci-vyākule gādha-mārge. So, what's the description there? Śrama-mus bhuja-vīci. So, I'm getting exhausted in this material world. And this material world is compared to desert. In the desert, when you feel thirsty and look for water to quench your thirst, you will not find anywhere. And you get exhausted. You'll keep on walking looking for water, but you will not find it anywhere. So in the material world, we are trying to find happiness, and in that pursuit of finding happiness, we are doing so much. We are studying, we are getting married, we are buying big houses, we are going on vacations, but we are not finding. We are getting exhausted. Śrama mushi bhuja-vīci-vyākule gādha-mārge. What's the word for desert here? In the desert, marubhumi. For the material world, they also use this word marubhumi, right? That means desert, this land of desert. śrama-mus bhuja-vīci-vyākule gādha-mārge. Harisarasi. The name of the lake is Harisarasi. Like Lake Samamish you have. Like that you have Lake Harisarasi. So next time whenever you drive by Lake Samamish or Lake Washington, when you are going to Seattle, you remember this word, Harisarasi. And when you see the lake, you should remember this entire shloka. Imagine that lake as Harisarasi. Imagine Krishna's feet and hands as kara-caran a-saroje. And imagine Krishna's beautiful face. And his eyes are like kāntiman-netra-mīne. And now you imagine yourself also in that. Now you imagine yourself in the ocean. You imagine yourself being
desert, Prabhuji.
in the Pacific Ocean or desert. Yeah, maybe desert. Okay. Harisarasi vigahya piyate jhojalaogam. Now the lake water is so special that it's very tasty. Lake water is very tasty. For those of you who have some experiences from childhood, I have some experiences. In my childhood, I remember we used to go to my friend's village, which is about 10 kilometers from our town. And all our friends, like 3-4 our close friends, we used to ride bicycle, go to his village, and then we used to eat lunch at his home, and then go to the river and lake and nicely play in the lake. Some water sporting activities, and we used to drink the water from the lake. It's very satisfying, very tasty. fresh water. So Krishna Katha is like that. This nectar of Krishna Katha is like that. Or the nectar of Krishna's Saundaryam, the Rupa Madhuri is like that. Whoever drinks it, apiya, piyate jo jalaugham. So one should fully drink this nectar of Krishna's beauty. Then we will forget all the miseries of this material world. Okay. So this is about this two shlokas, 7 and 8.
Prabhuji, we have that Pibare Ramarasam song also.
Yeah, drink the nectar of the holy name of Rama. Yeah. Okay. So before we end, any quick question, comment, reflection? Okay. If nothing else, Mangalam Kosalendraya Mahaniya Gunatmane Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam. Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra ki jai. Jai Karalvar ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.